From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, starting this forecast this afternoon with a look 22,000 miles up, looking down at us, and sure enough, check it out. Coconut Connection, Pineapple Express, Atmospheric River, whatever you want to call it, there it is. That plume of moisture just pummeling the west coast. And of course, we're on the northern periphery of the main plume of this, right? So as we head over the next several hours, we're feeling those impacts. Check out that widespread rain across the area as of right now. And I think it's going to continue to push east with time. We're going to hold this light to heavy rainfall. Really just kind of varies across the area. You see pockets of heavier rainfall, widespread light to moderate rainfall. It's just kind of gloomy out there. Nice little soaker, that much is for sure. Snow levels probably somewhere in the 5,500 to 6,000 foot range, so it's not going to be like weekends past where we've seen those really low snow levels. This is definitely a warmer system than those. Looks like the main bulk of the rain is actually pushing east of I-5 through 6, 7, 8 o'clock this evening. And I think we actually have a bit of a lull as these scattered showers move out through tonight. And by tonight, by the time we're heading through tomorrow morning too, I think there's mostly dry conditions. I think to start out our Sunday and probably through about Sunday afternoon, I would say 11, 12, 1 o'clock, it's going to stay mostly dry with kind of patchy clouds, I think is the best way to put it. But check it out, we're not done yet. No. Watch this. Pushing in 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock is another line with that atmospheric moisture system. And actually some of this might see some pretty heavy rainfall, rumbles of thunder. Yeah, that sort of thing, right? Snow levels really not dropping at all. I don't think that's going to be quite as issue for any of us lower than, 5,500 to 6,000 feet, but still pretty widespread rainfall there as we head over the next several hours through today and of course through tomorrow and frankly into Monday as well. So I think we really let go of these chances probably through Tuesday or Wednesday, to be honest with you. The next couple of days just looking like a wash, to be honest with you. Good soaking rain, that much is for sure. And of course we might even have to kind of start talking some flooding possibilities in isolated spots, but even still, let's take a look at the big picture, because as we head towards Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I think the pattern changes just a little bit in favor of drier conditions. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Towards Wednesday, you see that stuff getting pushed off to the east there, and here's why. Look at this. There's our system right now. That thing spins itself to death. That's the main culprit. We get another one here, kind of reinforces it. Then we get a little bit of drier weather because this thing's actually just staying off the coast. Look at it spinning itself to death off the coast there. So I think after Tuesday, after Wednesday, that's when we have some better conditions to look forward to. But we'll get there when we get there. I'll discuss that more in detail in the 7-day forecast. Here's your marine forecast, by the way. Check out these rambunctious waves. That atmospheric river is really doing some solids to those wave heights, because check it out, 16 foot there, just 10, 20 nautical miles off the coast. And of course, we're talking 10 to 13 feet along the coast, so pretty treacherous out there, that much is for sure. We might improve just a little bit, but I don't think it's enough to make a huge difference, to be honest with you, because we're still going to be staying in the double digits. If I actually progress it, you kind of see what I'm talking about. It cools down, calms down just a tad, but again, still pretty rambunctious out there. You know me, I like that word. You still got those double digits, even just 5, 10 nautical miles off the coast. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we have in store for us today in terms of temperatures. Widespread mid to upper 50s along the coast, mid to upper 50s in the valley as well. Down at Chico and Oroville, you might eke out a 60. That's entirely possible, but the rest of us, Trinity County, out towards Siskiyou and Modoc County, mid to upper 40s, perhaps near 50. Out towards the eastern mountains, 30s, 40s. Reasonable bet as we head through this system here, especially there in the lower elevations where you get those warmer conditions. All right, so 7-day forecast. Here's what I was talking about when I was saying we might have better conditions later in the week. Let's go ahead and break down what we can expect as we head in the next 7 days. There are those rain chances holding pretty steady through the first portion of the week. I think it's kind of the best way to put it. Through Monday, through Tuesday, and then it becomes a little more scattered Wednesday. You saw on the models earlier, it becomes more scattered Wednesday. And then Thursday, Friday, that looks like when we start to dry out and get those better conditions as that system spins itself, a few hundred miles off the coast, not really impacting us too much over here in the North State. Out towards Modoc County and Alturas, of course, you're far out east. You might not get quite as much rain over the next couple of days, but I think those scattered chances out here in Susanville as well kind of hold through Tuesday into the early hours of Wednesday. Taking a look at the valley again, looks like a pretty consistent pattern there as well. Holding those chances through today again, might be a little bit of a breakthrough tonight, but through tomorrow, pretty heavy rain looking possible through the afternoon. Monday, very similar story there. Tuesday, again, similar story there. And then Wednesday, that's whenever it becomes a little more scattered, a little more kind of spread apart, right? Isolated would be a good word to use there. And then towards Thursday, towards Friday, that's whenever we start to see those chances taper off and more better conditions return to the North State. Taking a look at the North Coast, very similar story here, holding 50s and 60s throughout the week. And of course, this is probably where that classic climatological peak of the highest rainfall totals will be over the next several days. We're definitely holding those decent rainfall chances for the next 3 or so days, probably next 4 days too, with more scattered activity towards Wednesday and then drier Thursday, drier Friday. Thanks for watching this forecast update. I'll be back with you at 6 for a fresh look at your forecast from the Weather NorCal Command Center. I'll speak with you soon.